Hello, Aries, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach. I help you choose growth and the healing of your inner roots. I have an intuitive message for you today, and if you are returning to the channel, this is going to be a little different than what I usually do. So let's roll with it. See where we go. Okay, we have your dominant energy, being with this Nine of Wands. Now in this deck, this Nine of Wands is called conflict. But for me, this card is about knowing and feeling and staying firm to your inner convictions about what is true. This card talks a lot about overreaction, where something may come to trigger you and you fly way off the handle, and the reaction is not proportionate to the trigger, if that makes sense. It's a little trigger and it's a big reaction. But the deeper meaning of that to me is about when you know what your truth is and when you know where you're standing and what you're holding firm in, there's no need to really react to the outside world kind of at all, because you know who you are, you know where you are. So this is about really making sure that you're in tune with yourself, in tune with where you stand, and that you're quietly and confidently just holding that within you without needing to put it out on other people or get involved in things. It's just kind of calmly, nope. This is really going to use a funny metaphor, and it's not the most dignified metaphor, but I was at the dog park with my partner probably over a year ago, and there was a huge Newfoundland, one of those big, huge dogs that's just enormous, black and beautiful, just very regally padding around the dog park. And there was this other dog named, it was either Caesar or Brutus. I think it might have been named Brutus. It was some kind of funny Latin name, and it was this white dog. And he just wanted to, shall I say, have his way with all of the other dogs. So basically his activities in the dog park were to run up to all the other dogs and try to climb on top of them. You know, he wasn't trying to play or whatever, he had a one-track mind. So we have this very beautiful, regal Newfoundland padding around, and that Brutus is trying to jump on him. And the funny thing was, the Newfoundland didn't react at all. He just looked back and then kept padding around. And that's what I think about when I think about this card. No matter what comes at you, you just stay like that Newfoundland. Just, no, I'm doing my thing. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm doing my thing. All right, let's look for a strength or a help from pushing, an energy that helps you move forward. Emperor energy. So boundaries, making sure, again, knowing where you stand, that these two energies work really nicely together, which helps you carve out where you want others then to stand in relationship to you. How do you want your interactions to go? Who do you want to be interacting with, and how? So let's distill this down a little further, Aries. As you come deeper and stronger in your convictions, you may find that other people, just like Brutus, want to jump on top of you. And so now we need to go one step further than that Newfoundland and actually put boundaries and say, you know what? If you're in that place, I'm not interacting with you. You come back and see me when you're calm or when you're making sense. This is about making sure that your power is protected and contained. Can you see how this Emperor he's kind of cradling that golden eagle in his leg? I wanted to say his arm, but I guess elks don't really have arms, right? So contain your power, protect your power, make sure no one else is messing with it. And also in this Nine of Wands, make sure you're not giving it away. Okay, now let's see a potential. This is the energy that might be holding you back or might be pulling at you the other way. Okay, 10 of Cups. So this is a specific message to someone about family, needing to draw clearer boundaries with family and needing to draw clearer boundaries with their emotional pull and their emotional tug on you. All right, this is a tricky one, Aries, because when the boundaries are emotional, they're less clear. It's much easier to come up with physical boundaries like, nope, I can't actually be there because I've got this to do. When it's your schedule, that's easier. When it's an emotional tie, that is a little bit tougher. So, and you can even see this is facing into this and this is facing off with this. So there is a provider energy, whether it is a mother or father energy, that is especially putting pressure on you. But Aries, this is having the courage to stand in your truth, your power, and you might find yourself alone at the mountaintop. You might find that nobody else is willing to be there with you, but you've got to do that for yourself this week. This Aries card, this Emperor card, is the essence of Aries. You notice there's even ram's horns on here. So this is about you doing you very strongly, being strong in yourself and not kind of giving in to that energy over here. Okay, let's see if we can get one more message. Yeah, we're going to do a couple more cards. All right, Eight of Cups, departure, and Father of Roots. Okay, now do you remember how I said back here that we were talking about a provider energy, male or female, could be mother or father? This is strengthening that message. Departure, Eight of Cups, from the Father of Roots. The Father of Roots energy is indeed that earthly provider energy that makes sure you have everything taken care of, your needs are provided for, not necessarily emotional, although this can look like a very patient energy. But the message that I feel is coming through for you, Aries, is that this person doesn't have all the answers and they don't have everything. They don't have everything that you need to thrive and be provided for. You're at the stage where you have matured into a self that doesn't need to be provided for anymore. And this recognition is a big key part of your identity. Aries is a tricky sign because you are at the beginning of the zodiac. You are literally the birth of a new cycle. And I've heard Aries referred to as the child or the baby energy. It's new energy. And children and babies are defined as such because they are dependent on others. And that may feel very contradictory because Aries, you're like, no, I'm independent. I do my own thing. And that's true. Kids are independent too. They can be very self-willed and do their own thing. But at the end of the day, they do need someone to take care of them. But you, Aries, willing to depart from this phase and know that you can fully take care of yourself and you can be this provider energy for yourself, that makes you complete and that resolves that shadow side of the Aries that wants to be taken care of. That makes you your own provider. And then the way you connect to your sun sign energy is through innocence and play and childlike behavior. And that newness of mind, that freshness of mind that tries new directions without worrying about what's going to happen. It's a kind of fearless energy. But you can't really tap fully into that side of the sun until you resolve the shadow. And you notice how these cards are dark. They're kind of nighttime cards, whereas the other cards were lighter daytime cards. So we're definitely looking at shadow stuff here, Aries. So the overall message is protect your energy, protect yourself, but be willing to walk away from entanglements that keep you stuck where you're not providing for yourself. If someone is saying, nope, you still need to interact with me because I provide you X, Y, and Z, that's something you need to consider walking away from. If they're putting pressure on you to stay in a certain role, that's also something to look at. Let me see if there's any last trickles of information for you. You know, my guides are just sending through this energy. It almost looks like a smile. Smile and optimism and belief, self-belief that yes, you've known this all along, you've got it. It's definitely a confidence, encouraging kind of energy. but I'm just seeing a smile, a really soft, wise old smile. So I'm thinking someone's guide is here with me, because this doesn't seem like one of my people. So big vote of confidence there, Aries, and exciting stage of your journey. Thanks so much for sharing your time and your journey with me. I do really enjoy doing these readings and learning about what's going on with as many energies as possible. So if you are curious to get deeper into your journey, get even clearer about what your journey is about, I can definitely help you with that. And I encourage you to check out, invite you to check out soulguidancewithadriana.com. There's a link in the description below. So I will look forward to seeing you next time, Aries. Have a good one.